it will be so bad that over here, even if the man is one misbehaving and he's the owner of the house, they will kick him out. You and your kids get to stay in the house. In Nigeria, that will never happen. So you need money and power to win the case, to get your kids and all that. If you don't have, you might have money and be comfortable by yourself, but you don't have enough money to win the case, to bribe, to make sure you keep custody of your kids. If the man wants to show you pepper, he will use money and power to take your kids from you. I've seen many women, even on social media, you can read their stories.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Beyond 30 podcast. This is where we have real life conversations in an unfiltered way. And if you've been watching our channel, you've been watching our episodes, you like what you see, do us a favor by hitting the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you are notified every time there is a new video on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about the craziest, maybe worst advice you've ever received about marriage and relationship. And I'm joined by my two girlies,
Timmy
Thames, and Dr. O.
I don't know about this, sorry.
We're working on spoken name. All right, so let me start from my right hand side. What would you say is one bad advice someone gave you
On marriage.
on marriage or relationship?
I don't know that anybody advised me on marriage. Sorry.
Really?
When I was about to get married.
Even after you've been married, nobody has ever tried to advise you like a friend or a busybody aunt.
No.
God bless.
No, it might be on social media too, because I'm kind of like Timmy. I don't remember, apart from in marriage counseling,
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody actually.
So we want to hear that marriage counseling advice that you think.
Yeah, I didn't even get my typical, like, my marriage counseling was like with our my pastor was in our generation.
Man, guys.
I think we were all doing the marriage. Like we were all, he was, of course, they were married before us for a little bit of time. But like the counseling was very like chill. Like we just talked about actual practical things that you could do. But I can't honestly, does anybody remember what they learned during marriage counseling?
I do. I remember what I learned.
some things.
I guess
I remember the bad things that yeah.
I was a bad student on that one, but I can't remember like a specific advice.
Good, it's you of all people.
Though.
Hey.
So Femi, how about you? Do you remember any advice?
So honestly, maybe when you guys start talking about it, maybe I might remember something off the top of my head right now. I can't really remember any bad advice. I know there was some advice they gave us during marriage counseling that my husband disagreed with, and I know you mentioned it a few days ago when we were talking about a similar topic. You know, I think it was during that joint marriage episode, right?
Okay.
There was something you talked about there that my husband absolutely does not agree with. I
That
honestly
you give your money to the man.
that you give your money to the man, and there was one other one. There was one other one that you said at the end. I was like, why are you so similar to my husband? Well, I think the same way. I can't even really remember what it was, but I didn't interrupt you that time. But you and him have very similar views. So the one of the ones he disagreed with was when the pastor was saying, you are the head of the home. So you should be the one in charge of the home. You should be the provider. You should be this. I was like, no. Wait, sir, please. You can't tell me that I'm the head of the home and I'm the one providing everything, and my wife should not provide too, because they were like, if your wife doesn't feel like working, she doesn't have to work. So that advice was a big advice. I mean, if I must me nurse. So it used to be compliment. I was like, no, that's not right. You cannot be making her think. I mean, I will provide for my wife and all that, but you can't say that it's only the man that should provide. The man too should also provide. And I'm not the head, so she's not reporting to me. We are both running the home together. It's a partnership. Anyway, that was how it went. So I don't know if I consider it as bad advice, because I could see where the pastor was coming from. You know, I don't know if it's even in the Bible. Is there anywhere in the Bible that says the man is the head of the home? Or people just misquote?
My sister, I don't know.
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't know a particular Bible verse.
What is
Yes.
I don't recall where
Yes.
the man is
Yes, is
sole provider.
yeah, yes. I mean, you can be the head,
Yeah.
but not in terms of provision, everything. Head in terms of leadership. Yeah.
Yeah.
Directing the family, this is where we are going, this is what we are doing, these are our goals, you know, this is where we want to be by this time ahead. Even though head does not mean you are just dictating. We are both discussing it and you know. So but the way they make it seem in some churches is like your husband is your alpha and omega, you must serve him and worship him. What do we say? You kneel down. I did something. No. Remember the one I was triggering you guys the other day? My king. I don't know why that triggers you people.
Before we get to my of which there was once I don't know if you saw my husband wear the t-shirt recently. I bought him a t-shirt that said king. There's no my king there. I believe he's the king. Although I'm not he's the king and the queen, but I'm not the subordinate. What is it called? People that they lord over.
That's what
I'm not the
Your subjects, your loyal subjects.
can be the subject. No, I'm also the semi we're equal. Right, okay. But this is one thing that triggers me. You know, all those so during weddings, have you seen ceremonies where I'm so excited I'm actually tripping over my words?
Why?
Have you seen those ceremonies where they're about to cut the cake and they'll now say the woman should kneel down to serve her husband cake?
I know, right? It's not even traditional, normal white wedding. I might understand the traditional one because it's cultural. But the white wedding,
Did you know that you should kneel down?
traditional one, yes, I think we had to. No, why we do that at the white
It's
wedding?
supposed to be a fun one. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
So that was something I had mentally in my brain, like hell to the FFO that you cut the cake and then that.
I think I've seen Donna say kneel down where you serve your husband. To my that.
But it was specifically during marriage counseling, there were so many things that I didn't agree with because we had two sets of marriage counseling. The church in London was a lot better because I think they are more woke than the one in like Omo. So
Oh, you guys did too?
they did shit because that's this one. I cannot explain it. This what we did so. So the one in Nigeria was a lot more nuanced towards if there's an argument and your husband says you should keep quiet, you keep quiet.
Imagine.
If he says you should sit down,
You sit down.
sit down.
If he says you should stand up, stand up.
Right? So that was the tone of that second one. And in my mind,
The Nigerian one.
I'm thinking, is it maybe people are talking to? So that for me, that definitely was terrible.
But you didn't like my husband, you allowed them to talk, you didn't stress
but
them.
you know, yeah.
So you know why I didn't trust it? Because it was just a formality for the family. Father and I had already done our wedding in London. We had satisfied ourselves. This was just so that the family will say that, oh, you did not steal our daughter and disappear.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes
So
I was
not-
willing to argue, right?
Yeah, just let it
Like
go.
when
You already know the way you are taking it.
Stop.
And the one that
Or like people are just telling you different things, and it's like, okay. Next, that's
So those were marriage counseling. But how about advice you've now seen maybe online, you've heard from someone else?
I think I've seen plenty rubbish online. Yeah. I've seen plenty rubbish marriage advice online. Things like,
Exactly.
you know how Nigerian men will be like, she talks too much. So when your husband is talking, you keep quiet. I don't like any woman that talks too much. You beat the woman up, that you put her in her place. You need to go and see comments online. You know that there are a lot of, I don't know if it's lack of education or lack of exposure.
It's not education. Education is not that. It's exposure. Let's put it that way.
I don't even think it's exposure.
Another one I've been
That some of those guys, they're just like narcissists.
I'm
Masking under like all these traditional beliefs.
I think that there's nobody that you will give honey that will say no thank you. So they've grown up in a society where it is okay. And so
But they'll be beating their wife on top.
they'll say you have to tame her. Yes, you have to tame her.
it's a normal thing. And so anybody that is even slightly interested in being Lord and Master would like that kind of advice. Right? So in them.
Yes, it favors them.
It favors them. If it was a case of if your wife is talking too much, let her beat you.
You will see them making noise like that.
So we disagree.
They'll be There's another one that you say, for example, there are two people working, a woman and man, they're about to get married. The wife is earning more, has the better paying job with more prospect. They'll say, no, if you're getting married, you have to leave your job. And in different cities, you have to leave your job to come to this thing. They never advise that the husband leaves his job to join the wife, even though she's earning like 3 times more and has better prospects.
Yep.
That's part of the advice I've seen.
But do you know the people I blame? I think we're going to come to like, what do you do with this kind of advice? But let me tell you something I saw on social media recently. It was on TikTok. My husband actually showed me the video.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, it's all this like societal kind of video. So basically, this guy walked up to a working man, and was like, I'm going to challenge you for 10,000 naira. And says, you call your wife on the phone and tell her, just have a conversation with her. And in the middle of the conversation, say, shut up, shut up, shut up.
To your wife.
To your wife. And what do you think she's going to say? And the man said that if I did that to my wife, she's going to say, it's okay, anything you say. Right? So at that point, because when my husband brings those kind of videos, I'm like, yes, so that got me interested. Like, will this woman really be like that? Anyway, long story short, this guy called his wife. He said, oh, I put some clothes in living room that I wanted to wash. Did you wash it? She said, yes, I washed it. He said, who asked you to wash it? She said, oh, I thought when you put it there, you meant I should help you wash it. He was like, shut up. I did not say you should wash it. Shut up, shut up. And lady said, okay, sir. Anything you say. Oh my God.
And he had predicted that was what she was going to do.
Yes, he predicted that that's what she was going to say. And she actually said, okay, sir, anything you say, even though she had done him a favor by washing his clothes that he puts. Like, shouldn't you be saying, oh, thank you. I didn't expect that you will wash it. I thought I will wash it when I get home. And she said, okay, sir. My brain was already getting hot. Like, what in the name of rubbish is this? Anyway, so this guy won the 10,000, and there were literally thousands of comments under it saying he married the only submissive wife in the whole of.
Hey, congratulations.
I'm thinking that is not submissive. That is a woman who is on the abuse.
Yes.
She's used to the abuse.
Yes.
She's probably just doing it for the sake of peace.
Okay, sir. Ha! There's even sir didn't point up my bowl
For something that I heard.
For something that you didn't even do something wrong, go.
It's not like you just actually he said don't go there and you went there or like just like this one is like you helped him do something and then
laundry is not even beans. Yes, I am. I can't do laundry. But when
you now manage to do the laundry, and that was not submission, is slavery.
And think about it, this is because this guy was a laborer, right? So think about it. They don't have a washing machine. They don't have this thing. Imagine how dirty the clothes were. So you must have washed them by hand.
by hand. Try.
And that's why they always got married from the village. I'm sure they married her from the village.
Might not
That's the only way your eyes will not be open. But
Not be from good.
she might not be from
very few Lagos girls will take that.
oh.
As living in Lagos,
So
most of them are coming from outside.
I brought that story up
Yeah.
to show you the level of what they call submission.
Yeah.
So when they're advising you be submissive, anything he says, shut up. Okay, so that is what they are trying to tell you. So that is, for me, classic rubbish advice number 1.
What other advice have you heard?
Your money is your money. His money is our money.
Your money. Yes, that's bad advice, actually.
That's actually
That's
very
bad
bad
advice. Yes. As much as women always champion that one, it's not good
I
advice.
think, yes, our mothers have, like, a lot of women have used it they passed it on, basically. But it's bad advice.
Some women have taken it literally to the extent that they will have money. School fees is due. They almost kick the kids out of school. They're not going to pay it. Because my money is my money. He's the one responsible. And for me, it doesn't make sense.
Wow.
It doesn't make sense at all.
But it's all part of the partnership, right?
Exactly. Worst case, you say, okay, I'm borrowing you the money, pay me back or something. But no, that borrowing is
Can you
not
borrow to yourself?
Exactly. No. I get what I'm saying. But I'm saying, even if you want to take it to the extreme, worst case, borrow him the money and say, oh, yeah, pay me back. Than say, no, you must go and look for that money. When you have it, you clearly have it.
In situations where,
Yeah.
share this is school fees. If the kids come home and chill for a few weeks, they will not die, they'll be fine. But there are situations where it's the house
Rent.
they live.
Yes.
Rent is
Yes.
due.
So she'll just like let the rent be due. They will send them out.
Yes.
And they're gonna leave somebody.
No, she'll keep hustling the man that you
She'll
need
keep
to
when she has it.
go and borrow, go and do whatever it is, but you have to pay the rent. But she has it. I think that is really, really terrible advice.
What?
And it's very common advice. Very common.
It's very common, eh?
Yeah.
It's advice born from trauma.
Yeah. Probably.
I feel like a lot of the times, right? It is easy to advise somebody based on your experience.
Yeah.
But what most people fail to realize is this person that's advising me, can I see the fruit that I want to see in my life?
in their own
life.
Yeah.
If someone's advising you about your marriage and this person has been divorced like 3 times,
Ma, how did you do it?
what for me? How did you?
So that I can avoid it.
Okay, I'm not going to talk too much. Any other advice that you can think of that maybe you've seen online?
No, not really advice. The whole submission, do whatever your husband says, to the extent of some women. There are some women I know that they will say the husband doesn't eat one day old food. I mean, on that nonsense. It has to be freshly prepared. And I'm like, it's not madness. If you want fresh, you have to either be able to hire a chef that will do it, or you have to be able to cook it yourself. Because whose daughter do you want to kill with freshly prepared food daily? We're talking soup. If in case you think it's rice we're boiling, you know you can boil rice every day.
But are you saying that if your husband should just come to me and say, honey, look, I want to eat fresh efo. It's
every day.
Every day. You say no.
I will say, where's money for the chef? It's not hard. Provide chef. I can coordinate the chef to make sure you have, but I'm not going to be the one to do that.
So does that not mean you're not being submissive?
If that's their definition of not being submissive, then yes, I'm not submissive.
It is what it is.
So you will not cook fresh efo every day.
It's just how do we actualize?
With her timetable,
doing
she will go to work morning to 9 and come back home
And then
and cook fresh efo.
vegetables.
Why he doesn't use canned tomato?
Do they even
How
do they
Blend the way you blend.
do they even sell like how do you even buy? Do you order fresh vegetables every day? Because like that means you have to go to the market.
No. There are some men that will say they don't eat frozen food, but there are some that they can even accept the frozen vegetable, but as you have to make the soup fresh. You can't keep soup in the freezer and warm it for them.
You can't have it both ways. So if you want fresh, you gotta get fresh.
We have to kill the fish today because you can't be frozen fish.
How about this men? They'll still don't eat catered food. I only
I only eat homemade food.
I mean,
Actually, there's some men like that too. There's some men like that.
it's actually
I like it for them, and I like it for their wives too.
it's pity because it's like how
You know what?
How will it-
If you even say you only eat homemade, but you allow me to stock the food in the freezer and we can be warming, okay, I see how that can happen. But as in homemade every time, freshly made homemade foods, when I'm not a chef or a caterer.
So that means now we see. Let me tell you what we've just identified. That we have some very disobedient people. Because one of the advice you see anywhere is obey your husband.
Yes.
Whatever he says,
You have to do it.
do.
Yes.
Right? So
it has to be under reasonable circumstances. It has to be a reasonable request. It can't just be like, and even the way the person is supposed to say it matters, right? If the person comes and says, this is what I want for dinner and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Exactly.
How come? But like if you say if you even want to eat fresh vegetables, every day. Not every day, but like if you want to eat, if you've missed my vegetable soup and you want to eat vegetable soup, the way you will say it,
Please be nice about it.
at least you will make the woman want to. Like now,
Do you like is a command?
Get it now. Oh, there's no food on the table. What are they eating to?
How about those ones that before they get home to be like, hope my food is ready. Hope my food, save my food.
that's true. Like that's oh my god.
Okay.
But the ones that they will receive the food, I'm like, pounded yam again. They won't even say thank you.
Do you know? And so my brain is actually walking like round,
Yeah.
trying to think that wait, if someone did that to me, I might collect that pounded yam.
I eat it.
It's what? Straight. I'll just be like, hold on, let me check something. That's you just sit inside the bin.
Inside it does.
Are you joking? Especially if I actually cooked it. Like I did not buy it from somewhere.
Yeah.
I did. I made food. You know, say pounded them again.
Eh.
Say, hold on, sir. Hold on. You pardon various. Well, okay. All right. How about those people that say, why did you order like pizza for dinner or something? Like maybe you thought like, oh, let me do something different. Like maybe I don't know how to make pizza. Let me do something different. Let's have like Italian or Chinese or maybe whatever. And he'll not come and be like, no, this is not what I want to eat tonight.
I have already ordered it.
You've already ordered it. It might not even be pizza, but like be like Chinese takeaway or something. You're like, oh, let me do something nice for us tonight. It's like, nope, I don't do this.
As long as I'm not cooking another meal. Like for example, if my husband comes and doesn't, that's why I like. He was just gonna drink Gary. Comfortably drink the Gary because I cannot cook 2 times. Do you get? So as long as when you say I don't want this,
If you didn't
if you didn't complicate ahead or whatever, and I did something and you don't want it, you know how many hours I spent in the kitchen cooking that food.
Yeah.
I cannot go and double that time again. So you generally either arrange your food or eat something else. Do you get? So
Okay. How about advice like don't tell anybody anything going on in your marriage? Is that good advice or bad advice?
it depends on the situation. Yeah.
It depends on
Yeah. If you're going through abuse.
yeah, wisdom
Yes.
is profitable
Yeah.
to advice. So that one. When it comes to like, okay, don't tell people what's going on in your mind. Of course, like don't just be rambling about
Yeah.
everything that's happening. You know, you and your husband fight about something normal. Right? People will be then you go and tell all your friends, do you know my husband did this to me today? Do you know, that's like broadcast is unnecessary, right? But like if you're really going through tough stuff, like within the relationship,
Especially if it's life threatening.
exactly,
Need to speak out.
don't need to wait for life threatening.
Well, life threatening is like domestic abuse.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you
Or
cannot,
emotional
or
abuse.
emotional abuse, yeah, can affect your mental health and all that. It's better to speak out to somebody that you trust, not just any
That's
Nazi.
it. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like you can't just go to anybody. You have to look for someone that
Yeah.
you think that you know will give you good advice. Because
Now, if not, they'll just carry your gist and be gossiping and you think that. What about those people that they'll say, when something good is happening, don't post it or don't let anybody know.
you know what?
I think that's fantastic advice.
See, one of those people that when you're traveling, you give us wrong dates. Now, right here, I am not.
Actually, so it's not specific to marriage. I think it's not just specific to like living life general. Like there was one. I think I posted picture of my daughter on like my WhatsApp. And mom was like, "Mama, put skinny about your daughter."
My mom was saying, take it out. Don't you know they can grab it? I said, but they can get this picture from anywhere. I said, no,
I took it down because my mom was like, honestly, like
I'm like, is it not that deep? I don't think the pictures are hard to come by these days. Are they?
okay. So like it depends. When it comes to things like that, I feel like there's
You should have not given that example. Someone like your daughter that is face of the school. Our picture is everywhere in everybody's mailbox. What?
But you know, I can't attach me to her though.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
The point is, somebody should not see your child's picture outside because they can grab it. Child's picture is readily available everywhere.
No, but they don't know.
No, but they don't know whose child it is.
The people that know and Google and somehow stumble on it, they shall know that this is my
people
person.
like that, like in adverts, even when you're a model, your name is not there.
I know.
Right?
No,
So
the people that
Googling,
the people that they are saying can grab it is not enemies. It's inside us
I
now.
think when my mom is talking about,
She's talking about who?
it's more about people that mean harm.
I know, but they have to know you now.
And but that's part of it. That's why you post your WhatsApp, right?
Yeah,
You
because they have your phone number, so they will easily get it.
They're like, oh, that's a daughter. Oh my god, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's envy that can come in from there, or jealousy, like whatever it is, right? So I understand where she's coming from, but it's just me. I didn't want to live my life out of fear.
Yeah.
That's why I personally, I'm not gonna be like, oh, because I feel like somebody is out there.
One evil person. You know how to live your life. Like, I'm sure all of us were on this because it's not like we show too much on our social media pages over. But I mean, if you want to show, that's up to you. Like in terms of something good is happening to you and you want to share. I don't see what's wrong in sharing.
Nothing wrong with it.
I think I get where you guys are coming from. I think it's on case by case basis.
Exactly.
I don't know. It depends on you. So, for example, I'm in the wealth niche.
Okay.
I'm always talking about money.
Uh-huh.
So, me posting my children, I feel like it makes them a sort of a target where someone might just come up with a wonderful idea of
Of course. No, that's even posting your children.
So
We're talking about say something good happens and you post it.
have you ever seen me do that?
No. Wait, generally, all of us, I don't see us do that. But there are people that like to do that.
Okay.
Is it a bad thing to do
It's
it?
not a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing.
Why?
Let me tell you. I believe now the scripture that I would have quoted is not coming to my brain. But basically, it's like wait for things to mature, right? So, for example, when I got engaged, I did not post it.
Me I posted my own. No.
I did not.
That one I posted to. In fact,
It's the same thing like when you're in a relationship, you change your status and then you're
no. Nah, that one is in a relationship. In early Facebook, when Facebook just came out and the thing was shack notes, I think I've done it once. But no, because Facebook, you know when you just create your Facebook profile in a relationship, single is complicated.
Really?
No, that's the one.
I did it with my husband.
Yeah,
I did.
No, then it was fun on Facebook, so I think it was just for fun. But in terms of I got engaged, I can't post it. Hello.
Me, I not seen anybody advise me. I advised myself.
Why?
So, for me, I feel like there are some testimonies that you wait until the fulfillment of the testimony before you start shouting.
See, let me tell you that person. If the person is so powerful to destroy, they will see without you telling them. You think they wait for you to tell them. They will see it in the microscope they are looking at.
No.
What you're trying to do is you're not trying to trigger. So when you don't post it, you're not triggering any sort of extra emotion for people seeing it. So it's like it's happened. Yes, I understand.
If you even go to my Facebook, right? Facebook will tell you that I got married in September.
Okay, but you got married before
I
September.
got married a year before.
Yeah.
Right?
But if I was a great witch and wanted to destroy you, it's not after you tell me that I will do it. If I'm so powerful, I would have destroyed
About
it.
witchcraft.
So what is it about?
Let your testimony be complete before you post about it.
The God that started it will do well to complete it.
Even for you. Why do doctors advise pregnant women like don't share your pregnancy until you've gone past the first trimester?
Because most miscarriages happen in the first trimester.
Fantabulous.
That's all.
So you're waiting for the pregnancy to mature.
But I'm engaged. Who wants to stop us from going to the altar? I don't understand. See, if the person is so powerful to stop you from going to the altar, after you have gone to the altar, have you not heard people that after they got married the next day, the person died?
Wait, this is not.
Yeah.
This is not.
So what is this about?
What is this about? If you've posted that I'm engaged,
I
I feel like it now even puts you under pressure to make sure that that marriage happens.
No pressure at all. I was not under any form of pressure. I posted it. Bella Nigeria even posted us that time during our proposal. And I was not under any pressure.
Everybody needs to know.
I just understand where the pressure is coming from.
Hold on.
See, if it's not witchcraft, because the only one I know is the witchcraft one.
But as somebody who had a broken engagement,
They were engaged before.
yes.
That's why. Yeah, trigger.
I didn't want to say it. As somebody who has
No. Then we can understand you. Your trauma. Then we can understand.
When my friend was advising me.
It's like someone that has had multiple miscarriages. When they're pregnant, they won't want to announce it again. That makes sense. But now, yes, now.
But that is the thing about life.
She's saying it from her own.
Yes.
I learned
So it's not bad advice. It's case by case basis now.
It's case by case basis. But if we're talking to people at home now, who may be in that situation, like nobody knows what is going to happen tomorrow. But so look, there are certain things that happen in life. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? You can spare yourself drama and public opinion by doing things quietly, and where it has fully matured, you can start to announce from a place of victory and testimony, not from a place of praying.
Okay, so here's
That's my own
here's why I don't want to say disagree. I think it really depends on two things, like the level of spiritual maturity, your experience, and also like the issue, like your discernment around whatever that issue is. For example, and also your personality. If you're a private person and your default is not to like share something like that, right? You would definitely be very cautious about posting any good news, whether
Anything at
or
all.
evil news,
That
any
is
news,
no, no.
But if you're happy-go-lucky like some of us, we don't think too much about stuff unless, like,
Unless situations have happened.
yes, unless
and,
intuition just gives me a check and it's like,
them no
let me
post this.
pause on this one. Let me not post it. So I think it's a case by case basis for sure. But at the same time, people need to be more aware of like your gut, like you use your gut intuition more than you just like just any small thing, any small thing you have post. You know what I mean? So I think it really does depend, right?
The only thing I don't agree with what you said is not a lot of people are that in tune with this God's intuition that you're talking about.
They need to learn how to be it.
I agree that they need to learn, but for the general population, especially for younger people, right? I mean, we are way past, like, so
Young.
we are very young. We are very young, but we are way past like the dating, the dating situation. They just get newlyweds, they just getting pregnant stage.
Yeah.
Right. I would say for any young lady out there, she wants to avoid too much drama. My advice would be
When they get engaged, for example.
when you have wait for the testimony to materialize. So how long?
Engagement is the testimony. Post it.
Marriage is
No way.
So, okay, for example,
I know people that got married the next day. One of them that the bride or the groom died. So where's now the testimony that okay, I got married next day, my husband died?
no, but that's the point.
What's the point?
Wait for the testimony.
No, now okay, you waited for the testimony now.
well, how about people that on the wedding day they're posting, they're posting,
Other people are posting there.
Is that go do worry now?
So they got married, and the next day the person now died. Where's the testimony?
See,
Okay, I got married, but I did not enjoy the marriage.
going to happen tomorrow.
That is the point. So if marriage is your testimony, the husband died after. Where's the testimony?
No.
So allow us to post it,
I'm
please.
saying engagement is not the testimony.
Why? Engagement is my own testimony. What is that? I've been waiting for years to be engaged. Especially for a woman that has been looking for a husband, and she finally gets it. That's my testimony.
post it. If she's not,
The way
I think it's because of your experience,
And that's understandable.
and that might
Because if you have had the experience, like there.
okay, let me tell you, people, it has okay, just like some people will say, oh, you were planning to leave the country and you didn't tell your friends and your family. I'm like, that's right. That's good.
No, I understand not telling people that are close to me, but I will tell all my siblings will know, my parents will know, and my close friends.
friends will know.
That's different.
Who else was I going to tell me before that I'm relocating?
Now you are getting it. But you've not yet traveled. You now take your phone. You guys, next week I'm off to Japan.
What if I'm that kind of person? I don't see what's wrong. All these vloggers, that's what they do now.
See, there's some people
If I'm that kind of person, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not that type of
you
person.
just said, right? And so when I realized it was like, there's this very popular, I won't call names. If not because I know her, she had given birth before she started posting pregnancy pictures.
Yeah, some of them do that. Some of them do that. Some of them, but some of them post in real time. They do live with us as they are in that location, as they are about to go, as they are doing all that.
That's different. But I might be doing a live stream where I'm at a party. It's very different from I just got pregnant and I'm announcing to the world.
They do that
But
too.
they don't-
If you follow their life, they
there's some
do
people
that.
that don't-
Yeah, some of them do
some
that.
that
The
don't have
few
it.
that I know, I don't know too many from the
The few that I follow, they will post it in real time.
from the
I know some people that post after, but some post in real
I
time.
think all of this stuff, I think, is just our background.
It's just background and life experiences.
There's some of it that's not. So unless experience is important, yes. But then there's a lot of this part that we're talking about that I think comes from our background, because I don't think is it's not every day. So a lot of Westerners, like, people that grew up abroad, lived abroad, don't have that kind of, and
They also don't have the kind of challenges.
they
That means you are still talking about witchcraft. That means it's witchcraft she's talking about. Because what's your challenge?
So remember, like I told you that, I don't post my kids because I don't want them to be associated with me, where we're now worried that maybe they're playing on the playground and somebody jigger, right? But that's also a reason. I remember earlier on in my coaching career where people were saying I should post evidence of the money I was making.
As in your bank account or what?
Like you can post like your dashboard or how much you collected. Do you know, someone called me and advised me and said, don't ever do that. First of all, you still have family members that live in Nigeria. Is it not Nigeria we're talking about, all this kidnapping? You just said that they carried somebody's father and mother, right? So,
But if I get engaged, why would they go and carry my father and mother? Because I got saying I
you have to be conscious of certain things that keeps you from doing certain things, right? So, for example, you know that maybe you have a lot of people who, let me give you an example. This one is a friend's example, where maybe you're from a family where there are like 15 girls that are older than you, and none of them is married.
Oh, of course.
Then you now get engaged, and you are the youngest person. Then you will not start shouting.
that's being emotionally intelligent. Because I know my sons are not engaged, I don't want to. But I don't say because they are the
I think it's
case by case basis.
We're still going back to something. Those are case by case. So my point is that it's not always about witchcraft.
I get it,
Always
but
about using your number six.
but it is not bad advice now. As in you can
It's
post.
bad advice because see, it is bad advice. You are the exception.
Okay, if it's bad advice, all those that don't give testimony in church is bad.
should not be-
Why should we give testimony when there are people in church that don't have and they are too high for that
What's
thing?
interesting?
Yes.
Sometimes the testimony they are giving is as it happened.
As they hold.
No.
Meanwhile, there's somebody else in that church still praying for that thing. Even if
We have the
no. There are some people they give it in faith, right? They will do the first part and say God is going to complete the next one.
Give it this way. Praise the Lord. We're expecting 3.
Yes, praise the Lord. My wife has waited for food and now she's pregnant. She's not giving birth now. What's the guarantee that she'll give birth?
Some people do it.
What's the guarantee she'll give
In
birth?
fact, the counter is the reason why they are doing it as
To
a
shame the
counter.
devil. Because
Yes.
you have said
They're
openly
like,
now.
okay, now
God will
I
not
said
allow the devil to do it.
God is not only to shame me.
Yes.
But my own personal opinion is
That's why.
that's why I said this on this testimony. This is dependent on your personality, your case.
And your situation, your particular situation.
There's so many factors to consider.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be wise.
Yeah. Wisdom.
So why I say it is bad advice is because when you give that kind of advice that post or don't post or keep it to yourself, me I believe it is good advice to tell the person that, you know what, keep things to yourself, because there are not many things that can go wrong from keeping it to yourself, but there are a few things that can go wrong from not keeping it
Like
to yourself.
Because what you're doing is when I see something like that, when I keep things, so it depends on what, but when I'm keeping things that I feel like I should be sharing to myself, when I'm very conscious of it, I feel like I'm just trying to manage my expectations. It has nothing to do with like, does it affect anybody? It's just me trying to manage my expectation of, if anything happens, I don't want to answer to anybody. Right? I don't want anybody to say, I'm sorry. No, it's
So people's reasons are different.
Yeah, it's very valid. It depends on what it is. We now say that the advice of keep it to yourself for whatever reason, they just say, look, young ladies, as you're getting into relationships, you're getting married, whatever life is happening, keep
Anytime something good. So the world should not be a boring place. I should not hear good news and be happy for other people.
I didn't believe it. Okay. They say keep it to yourself until the testimony is
Good. I've gotten engaged. That's my testimony. I should still be keeping it to myself.
for me. The marriage has not confused.
No,
but then if I've been waiting very long time.
And again, you don't hear it. Yes, now you should be happy for me.
Wonder night. So we have played a play. What you guys think about what we've been talking about. We talked about a few different pieces of advice that we've seen or heard or whatever over the years. And we're going to go to Cookie Jar now because I feel like this conversation is so hot. Cookie Jar is probably taking butter. So I hope so. So, I'm going to start off as big, very, very, very mature. Okay. So, who gave you that one piece of advice that made you question their entire love life? I don't think that this has happened to me. I mean, I've gotten some rubbish advice over the years, but not any specific one that. You guys, let's skip that one.
She don't want to expose the person.
Very kind of you.
Sauce is fucking minute. Okay. So have you ever gotten advice so bad you laughed out loud mid-conversation? I don't think it was laughter. I wish I'd been able to laugh in a situation, but I was fuming. I was so angry. So I didn't laugh. It wasn't funny to me. It wasn't funny to me. But how about you guys?
Advice that made me laugh. Can't really remember any. Can't think of any.
I can't think of anything.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe with kids. I don't know. Maybe advice around like how to have a boy child versus girl child. The things that
Yeah, definitely. You hear funny things.
Oh, funny enough. I think the only advice that was okay, this one made me laugh actually was a very close family member saying, "Oh, should have gotten pregnant before the marriage." Or the wedding. Should have gotten married before the wedding. And I knew where they were coming from, but it made me laugh because I'm like, in this day and age, people still want you to do that.
they want to prove that you are fertile.
First time.
No, so I think they were coming from the point of view of when you're coming for your wedding, right? Being pregnant shows like it adds to the celebration.
No comment.
I think it's just fitting the dress.
Yes, now. You have a feeling nauseous during your wedding.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. What's one thing your single friends say that makes you wonder if they're okay? I don't have any single friend that's not okay.
Do you have single friends?
I do. I have single friends, but they are very,
Very sensible.
they're very okay.
I think let me help Temi with this one. I think there's something I heard recently that it just boggled my mind.
Well, yeah,
You can be dating like 7 different people at the same time, but you are dating 7 people, but you are not committed to anyone.
So when you dating them, what's the goal?
But that's a Gen Z thing.
Yeah.
Like they are dating multiple people, and each partner is also dating multiple people.
As a disaster waiting to happen.
The kinds of things that I'm taking is mixing.
As in, all I'm just thinking is,
Passing around too much.
yes, yes. We are just thinking virus and bacteria.
What are they mixing in there? Oh my god! Yeah,
Well, I heard it from a friend, someone younger than me. And I was like, wait, tell me again. Explain it to me. She was like, yeah, that they're not boyfriend and girlfriend because they've not yet said they want to be exclusive. So I'll go on a date with you. I know that you're also going to go on a date with like 7 other guys.
Yeah, away.
I am aware. And then I'm also dating 7 other guys.
that's like open relationship.
But they say like, whether you have sex with the person or not is up to you. But you are just seeing all of these people. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Chris, did you people know say that you were trying to settle down and get married? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
How is that going to happen? Yeah.
When you are talking to, it's like today you're talking to Jennifer, tomorrow is Anisha. Like,
I'm used to you will walk out. Like, I can't build anything with anyone.
Clearly not building anything.
That's a good question. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are all of you
Ready to know, right?
I feel like Gen Z, sometimes you need to ask them like, are they okay?
Like they're from another planet.
Honestly, I feel like there must have been something in the water.
I haven't forgot their face to be over because I don't know what's going on. Hey, it's not that messy.
You they're an entire generation. It makes you worry for Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
It makes me worry
What
about
would it look like
Like,
then?
what would their own time?
Because some things that we are frowning upon is because in our age, it was seen as abnormal.
Yeah.
Now they are beginning to see it as normal. So by their generation, it will look normal. You know, morals, everything is changing. So only God knows what they will be dealing with in their time.
And
Yeah.
to say, I don't know, an open relationship.
Yeah. If open relationship is better, open marriage. I'm like, how are you married and it's open?
It's open to what?
Exactly. Okay, this is my question. What's the worst relationship advice you ever received and did you try it? Did I even receive? I don't know. I didn't really receive advice. Maybe I try another one. Yeah. What's the most outdated advice an auntie ever gave you with confidence? I like to be answering the advice, but I'm trying to think. Have I heard a general advice that all these aunties used to say?
I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think back because it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's not coming to mind.
Like
it's not crazy.
my,
There's nothing
So
crazy.
you know what? How about now that you're a mom, you have kids? Has anybody tried to like interfere
in how you raise your kids?
and even you're married? Like they'll be like, oh, why you?
No, like well,
Maybe partly because we're also not in Nigeria, so how do they want to even
it
do
might
the
be because
interference?
of that. Honestly,
Yeah.
most of us like when we talk, it's just like
Yeah.
I feel like we're
we got late. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but here there's nobody that's coming to come and poke their nose from 10,000 miles away.
And they might also have done a good job filtering out
Yeah.
from our
Yeah.
maybe you just already better.
yeah, because I think that
You'll be
was
cast
personal.
it.
Because I'm pretty sure does
Does not let me not forget things. Oh. Okay, so men will be men. Should I go on with my case? Sir? Men will be men. Valid advice or the world's worst advice?
The worst. What was advice? Nonsense. Men will be men. Why can't women be women too? That's why they will say men are polygamous in nature. Who told you that women are not polygamous in
I
nature?
don't think the many options out there. If we wanted many options, there are very many.
There are very many now.
And even in this part of the world, you can have Lothario, Lorenzo, right? So yeah, it's only men that have eyes.
Yeah.
See that one category like Deadly, Abaya, people. My point is it only men that have eyes? Do they think that when we're will be closer?
Or is it only men that face temptation? They know that women too. People, in fact, women have more people coming on to them. So the whole polygamous, anybody can start to misbehave and say I'm polygamous in
This is
nature.
the worst part. Most men, you probably even winked at the girl or said something to the girl.
Yeah.
Me, I don't have to say
You are on your own. Yeah.
The other day I was in the store
Yeah.
and this guy was just like I could swear that this guy was following me around.
Yeah.
His basket was empty. And he was following me. And then every eye we get to, he'll smile at me. And that affects him. Like I get home and I told my husband, I was like, I think because I'm not wearing a ring, I think
Oh, you know what? I've never noticed.
me.
Yeah, I've never noticed.
Story for another day. But my ring is upstairs, but I don't know where.
Okay, but you wear it sometimes.
No. So what happened was that when I got pregnant,
Yeah.
these guys, they like to say that I but when I got pregnant, my fingers expanded that my rings couldn't fit again. I've been saying I will get it.
Yes, yeah, but it never happened.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
Right. But instead, what I really want, I don't want to recite a new one. I want
A new one.
yeah. And the person that I've been trying to give sign to,
Is not receiving the signal.
we getting the sign. So as far as I'm concerned, well, if you want me to be looking like a single woman everywhere I go, fine. Right. Anyway, but the point is, I came home and I was like, I still got it, baby. That's and I'm just thinking. So my point is, do you think that when she goes out, unless she's completely ugly, even ugly women get us, for you to marry the ugly,
You need someone else to find her attractive.
so you mean that as she's going out, you think that she's not seeing, and they are not also seeing her, they're veiled.
Yeah.
See, what's that thing that those people that cover their body?
I don't know what they call it. It's not hijab. It's the other one. I don't know.
That's cover their face. She's covering her face. Nobody saw her.
I don't know. I don't want to say what women are. They are wonderful. We're intentionally wonderful.
Women cheat too. Let's
That's the truth.
women cheat too. But the fact that they will open their mouth and say men are
When are polygamous, I try to justify it.
This is an interesting one. Has anyone ever told you to stay because at least he provides? Not me.
Actually, it's common advice. It's common advice. Yeah.
I can't remember what platform it was, but anyways, one of the lady, she was regretting her move to leave the guy for cheating.
Yeah.
And why she was regretting her move? Because
He used to provide.
at least he was giving her money.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of this most stupid reel I saw recently where they are Christians and the woman said that God gave her the grace to be ironing the husband's grace is praying to.
Then she's going to it.
When he's going to spend time with his side chick, God gave her special grace to iron his clothes and pack his bag.
Congratulations to her. Because I'm sure it's not God that gave her that grace. She gave herself.
He provides. But I think most women do those things because he provides.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Because they don't want to start. They don't want to start over.
Yeah.
Have you ever been told to just ignore it to keep the peace? I've never been told personally, but I hear that advice a lot. It's like, if you just overlook it, he's a man, just overlook it so that peace can reign in your home. I mentioned in one of the episodes, I think, if a famous veteran actor said, if your husband is cheating, don't confront him. Just make sure you buy him condoms, put it in his bag so he doesn't bring disease home. So allow him to go. So those are the kind of things that women face. Just keep the peace. Don't argue with your husband. Let him do something.
Is that maybe because we're abroad? Is it that makes us like bad words? Because as you're even seeing it, my brain is already beginning to get hot. Like a lot of rubbish that you hear, you are thinking. Well, even if somebody told you is rubbish, you that they are telling, did your head hit the ground?
I think there's a reason. You're right. I think it might just not be because we're abroad. I think it's also because the system
favors women more here.
Here, right? For example, I don't know. There are probably pro bono lawyers for like those types of things here. In Nigeria, for you to find someone that would, because what will happen is if the man has more money, he'll hire a divorce lawyer and he'll take all the kids.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, some women do that because they don't have a choice, especially if they are in a lower financial situation and the man has power and money in a country like Nigeria. Here, even if you have more money, he does not carry weight. But in Nigeria, he will use power and oppression to finish you and you will see your kids again. Yeah. I can see myself doing that just to stay with my kids. And wait till they are, yes. For my kids, like let's say we're married and no kids. It's about your kids. Because remember that rich politician that you send the wife away and kept the kids. The woman isn't. And eventually I found the woman back. I know she didn't come back because she wanted the guy. But how can you live without your kids for...
Oh, even the movie you were talking about last time, I watched it. And her mom advised that, her mom said, I think I've done you this service by not teaching you to beg.
Mm-hmm. But this guy's not bringing me up to speed with this woman.
After 30.
I've not watched it. I can't watch it.
But like it's see one of the weaknesses that a lot of women have is their kids.
Yeah, it's their kids.
You can't like
once you go that.
Sometimes like when a woman has moved on emotionally from a man, she's not in that marriage just because she loves the man. It's because of the man. She's in that marriage because she worries about many things with her kids. Number one, if she leaves and she doesn't have the financial
to take care of them,
they'll suffer. Number two, if she leaves and she doesn't, like, if she says, okay, forget it, I don't even care about the money, I'll go figure out myself, the kids will suffer in the hands of another woman. They will suffer in the hands of another woman. Three, it's just, man, emotional.
The worst thing that can ever happen to a woman is taking her kids away from her. That's the worst thing. Yeah. If they are with their kids, they will also that. But
even this one, that movie that was saying, when she gave it to baby, she hated that child. You should know it's not because of the child she still went back.
Okay. So I think where I'm coming from is I understand completely what you guys are talking about, that emotional connection, the attachments, the fact that this is my child, right? I think what I don't understand is the situation doesn't get bad overnight. So what have you been looking at as the situation has been getting significantly and progressively bad? You're just sitting down there.
No, you don't understand. Mainly, Temi gave that scenario, I understand, because there's so many women in that situation. For us over here, it's easier. We have support from the government and pro bono lawyers, like she said, so we can get that help. It will be so bad that over here, even if the man is one misbehaving and he's the owner of the house, they will kick him out. You and your kids get to stay in the house. In Nigeria, that will never happen. So you need money and power to win the case, to get your kids and all that. If you don't have, you might have money and be comfortable by yourself, but you don't have enough money to win the case, to bribe, to make sure you keep custody of your kids. If the man wants to show you pepper, he will use money and power to take your kids from you. I've seen many women, even on social media, you can read their stories. So when she sees that, my hands are tied, even this man, this famous senator that marries from outside, he married a Moroccan woman. The woman left, but he didn't let her take the kids. She had to come back. I'm sure she didn't come back because she loves the guy. But her kids, I can't imagine my life without my kids. So some women have to compromise, even if it's just for a while, just so they can be with their kids. But the moment,
Yeah, they need to make plans.
I think for me, what I don't understand is, okay, things are getting progressively bad. You know that this, you can see the writing on the wall that if I don't leave this marriage, my life will never be the same again, right? I feel like you get ready before you need the boats. You start building the boats.
You want to build and reach the wealth of a senator. You want to build and reach the connection of a senator.
Do you know that there are women that one day the kids went to school, both the woman and
they just disappeared.
They disappeared.
And that's another option. But if you are disappearing, you have to disappear out, because if you are within that country, they will find you and they will bring you and you will not finish. So you must disappear out of the country.
Possible. And you have to change your identity.
Yes. And you know, in a country like Nigeria, do you know that when people are traveling, if they see father with kids, they won't question it. But if they see women without the father, the first thing they will ask is, where's the father? Is he aware you're traveling? They are the ones that first of all make things difficult for you. You won't cross that border.
I think from this thing you're saying, what just flashed in my brain is, I want to make a movie on this thing. Because honestly, I can see how your hands might be tied in several places. But where there is a will, there's a way. And if you take years, it might take you years to plan that escape. But you will succeed. I don't agree that money is the only situation. Do you know that sometimes, that's why they say, sometimes they say some people might not have money, but they have dedication and focus. Like if there's something that you work towards, is there no road between Nigeria and Niger Republic? You cannot carry your child and take a car to Badagry and pass the border. And
that would be the other option. That would be the other option.
So here's the thing. Like, what you're saying sounds
easy on paper.
No, it's not easy on paper. I think it is victimhood that keeps a lot of people bound. It's not the fact that they couldn't find a way out. Your family might not support you. Are you seeing in the whole of the how many million people in Nigeria, you cannot find one trusted person?
Like you said, well, there's a will, there's a
way.
A lot of people might not have that will. This strong determination to survive. It might be for different reasons. Might not be used to it. They might not. Their entire life might have been dependent on, when I get married, everything will be okay. Kind of. It's complicated.
I agree.
But I also agree that if something is really bad, especially if it's life threatening, I don't subscribe to sitting there and
just taking it.
I don't subscribe to it. So you have to also stay alive for your kids. Should you're protecting your kids, Abby. Think about them too when you're going through these tough times.
There isn't situations, and we're going to wrap up this episode here. Yeah. But there was one I was reading. I think the person that will bring the story as usual to come and show me. And basically, she was spending time. You might have seen the story. She was spending time with her sister, and the sister's boyfriend raped her. She was 14. Right?
Keep going.
Years later, the sister's husband raped her and got her pregnant. And they now took her baby from her and put on the baby's birth certificate that her sister was the baby's mother and her husband was the baby's father. hello, talking about babies and why did you allow, like, yes, she's very bitter about it, very upset. Even if your entire family is against you, you just sit down and say, I feel like a victim. The world is over. You didn't fight.
So. Yeah.
I'm not saying that the time it happened. Now, this is years later. That child has grown a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
As in,
She can fight it.
and now I feel like there are certain
Probably that's why
things.
she came out on social media. She's trying to fight it.
No, she's still asking for advice
On how to fight it or what.
or like, but just like she's just venting her anger. First of all, that man, they won't even find him again.
He disappear mysteriously.
Like, there's something that Yorubas call onrilo. You just go.
You go far.
And never come back.
Yeah, come
They
here.
won't find him. But oh well.
It's complicated. I mean, I think the whole point of it is to just give people the awareness that there's nothing that you're going through in your marriage that will not have a way out. Or what's the English word?
That cannot be resolved.
That cannot be resolved one way or the other, especially if it's life threatening. You're not stuck in that situation.
Guys, it has been a very interesting and very hot topic. I didn't expect it to be this hot.
know.
So, if you enjoyed everything we've talked about, or you have an opinion, please go ahead and add it in the comments. We're going to pick one question for you guys.
As usual.
I hope it's not going to be an explosive one. So that's it. The question says, were you ever told to dress up and wear makeup even if you are just at home and angry? No. This is a very interesting question.
Even if you're just at
home.
Just at home and angry. I mean, and angry.
Why are you angry?
Exactly. Why you angry? That's it. She wear makeup
for
or
some
something.
reason. But I can see like dress up and put on makeup even if you're at home.
I see that. I'm looking angry.
I mean, like, we're always
Sorry.
Viewers, have they advised you to look beautiful in the house? And even if you're upset with the man, let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes. Bye.